Good afternoon, my name is Alex Montes. Today I would like to talk to you guys about how sharing websites enable the music industry to take advantage of digital culture. Since 1999, websites such as Napster have allowed people such as you and me to download songs for free. And but ever since that, record companies have been claiming to lose billions of dollars due to that. And they punish people and the company for downloading these songs. You can get sued up to $250,000 or $750 per song, and if convicted and charged, you can be sentenced up to 5 years in prison and have a felony record. I'm sure that many of you have downloaded songs off Napster, LimeWire, FrostWire, and I'm sure many of you think that law was stupid, of just downloading one song and possibly going to jail for it. And well, I want to show that the music piracy actually benefits the industry, and there's no evidence that the music piracy is the cause of the decrease in profits, and that peer-to-peer networks, which are the sharing websites, encourage people to create new music. So first of all, sharing websites benefits the music industry by giving the artists the ability to share music through the file sharing websites. According to Torrent Freaks, a website, people have the opportunity to discover new music for free. This benefits the new artists because people can download the music for free and listen to it rather than buying it because they don't want to waste their money on the artist that they don't know about. So it gives them the ability to listen to it first before buying it. And if they like it, then they'll buy it. And in another article by the website Torrent Freak, it notes that the promotional effect of YouTube where copyrighted songs are shared to promote sales. So this actually helps the record companies, instead of wasting money on advertisement and stuff, they upload it to a website like YouTube, and just word of mouth spreads, and people talk about it, and that's how the new artists get known, new songs, instead of wasting so much money on advertisement. This helps the record company and not wasting money on the advertisement. Another way that peer-to-peer networks benefit the industry is that people who share are more likely to attend a concert than someone who doesn't file share. According to Torrent Freaks, in addition to media buying habits, the survey has also looked at spending on related entertainment such as concerts, movie tickets, and merchandise. Again, the researchers conclude that the file sharers are spending more money often than the rest of the population. And according to an article from Huffington Post, a Columbia University study published this weekend, frequent users of peer-to-peer piracy networks in the U.S. legitimately purchase 30% more than non-peer-to-peer users. Number two, there is no real evidence that the music piracy is a cause of decrease in profits for the record companies. In fact, Bart Kamelitz, a senior lecturer from the London School of Economics and Political Science, says that contrary to the industry claim, the music industry is not in terminal decline, but still holding ground and slowing and showing healthy profits. First of all, different tastes in music and new technology has always caused a decline in sales. For example, when CDs came out, less people started using the vinyls and buying cassettes. When digital downloads came, less people bought the CDs. And according to another article from Torrent Freaks, the increased album sales in the late 90s may very well have been caused, at least in part, by the shift from LPs, which are the vinyls, to CDs and not piracy. CD players were getting more and more popular, and a lot of people were exchanging their LP collections for CD collections. After the year 2000, CDs were not special anymore, and the number of albums sold normalized. It is also likely that the decline in CD sales was influenced by the increased popularity of DVDs and MP3s. Artists nowadays, as a lot of you might know, they make more money than way before. There's more people going to concerts. There's more people go to concerts, and although people download music illegally, they still download it legally. After they like it, they'll download their album. Again, the concerts are a big thing for the main source of income for the record companies, and a lot of people still do that. Peer-to-peer websites encourage people to create music, so people don't have to rely on the music and on the record companies anymore, since they can just do it themselves instead of like trying to get contracted by a record company. They can just make their own music and upload it to the websites, and they get their own fan base. People get to know them, and they start growing from there. So it encourages the people to not worry about the record companies not contracting them. So that helps out the music industry. There's more competition, better music, and overall it helps out the music industry. Again, I'd like to conclude that about how sharing websites enable the music industry to take advantage of digital culture, and doesn't really, the music piracy doesn't really affect the record company's profits. Thank you.
What's the time?
6:36.
6:36, thank you. All right, Alex, you started off with a proposition that doesn't turn out to be the main proposition. It's actually kind of a background piece of information about what file sharing ability is going to allow us to do. Your real proposition is the argument that this file sharing ability has not really harmed the industry. In fact, it's produced significant advantages. So that needs to be a little bit clearer at the beginning. Also, I think that you kind of brushed through your supporting structure at the beginning, and although you do label things, they need to be a little bit clearer. There's no case signpost on the first point. The second point was also indicated, but when you got to your third point, I wasn't sure where it started, and it just felt like you were wandering around on the information at that particular spot. Your supporting evidence, you need to give us a little bit of a justification about why this torrent site is a credible source, since you have to use it 2 or 3 times in the presentation. To me, it sounds like it's a pirate saying what I'm doing is perfectly okay. I'm not sure that that's really the best way to cite a source. Now, if there's somebody who's authoritative and knowledgeable about that, like at one point they do quote a study from Columbia, but that was on a different source that you presented. It was, but if the torrent site is citing some research like that, then you want to make sure that you cite that in the presentation. There's a little bit of statistical information, but not enough to support the contradictory claim that you're making about the benefits to the industry. You make an argument that the industry continues to thrive, that they continue to release material, that they're making more money at concerts than they ever did, and I didn't hear any data on any of those points. So if you're going to make an assertion, you're required to provide some proof for those claims, and you need some more evidence on those particular points. I think you probably will recognize a couple of spots you got a little stuck, maybe were uncertain about where you were going. There's a lot of reading at the beginning, and then when you get off on the tangent, it seems like you're struggling a little bit. You need to be more familiar with the argument that you're making. I did think that you had a good summary at the end, and you tried to kind of get us back to the point you were trying to make at the end of the presentation. All right, thank you.